Welcome to Mother Cluckers. My name is Debbie, and one of our viewers, Explore Sean 123, asked about making a video with tips for incubating eggs. We thank you for that and hope that you like the video. Here we go. In our incubator right now, we have a variety of eggs we're trying to hatch: duck eggs, chicken eggs, and little bantam eggs. There are a few things every chicken keeper should know to raise the chances of a successful hatch. Let's start with the basics. Temperature is everything. Keep your incubator at a steady 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit if it's a forced air model, like this one. For still air incubators, aim for 101 to 102 degrees. Even a degree too high or low for too long can cause poor development or failed hatches. Humidity also plays a huge role. For the first 18 days, keep humidity around 40 to 45%. Then on day 18, lockdown, bump it up to around 65 to 70%. This helps soften the eggshells so the chicks can pip and hatch without drying out. This incubator has a built-in egg turner. It's turning now, but turn your eggs at least 3 times a day, but 5 times is even better, to prevent the embryo from sticking to the shell. If you can, mark one side with an X and the other with an O using a pencil. That way you can easily tell if you're turning properly. Stop turning entirely at day 18. This is when the chick gets into hatching position. This egg is being candled. I'm showing you what it looks like. Around day 7, use a small flashlight in a dark room to check for development. You'll see veins like this and a small moving embryo if the egg is fertile. Remove any clears or quitters these are eggs that are either weren't fertilized or stopped developing. Keeping them in the incubator risks bacteria or exploding eggs. At day 14, candle again if you want. By this time, the chicks take up most of the egg and movement may be visible, but don't overdo candling. Opening the incubator too often changes temperature and humidity, which stresses developing chicks. This is where we put the chicks after they hatch. We keep them here for about 1 to 2 weeks with a heat lamp on them if necessary. Also, don't overcrowd your incubator. Even if it fits 48 eggs, try setting only 24 to 30 at a time. This gives better airflow and space for chicks when they hatch. Overcrowding leads to higher humidity spikes, poor air quality, and chicks trampling each other as they emerge. As the hatch day approaches, it takes 21 days for chickens to hatch. Remember to lock down on day 18. That means no more turning, raise the humidity, and don't open the incubator unless absolutely necessary. Chicks may pip as early as day 19, but some don't fully hatch until day 21 or even day 22. And resist the urge to help them. Chicks can take 24 hours or more from pip to hatch. They rest between pushes. If you help too soon, you could rupture blood vessels or cause deformities. Trust the process. Chicks that can't make it out on their own often aren't strong enough to survive anyway. Here are a few mistakes that you'd want to avoid. Don't trust the built-in thermometer or hydrometer in your incubator. Use a separate calibrated digital thermometer and humidity gauge inside at egg level. Even a slight difference in readings can impact the whole hatch. Another common mistake is messing with humidity too often. If the shell is too dry, the chick sticks inside and gets shrink-wrapped. If it's too wet, the chick drowns before pipping. Stable conditions are key. Also, don't remove eggshells the moment a chick hatches. Let them stay until the hatch is over. Opening the incubator too early drops humidity, which can cause the rest of the eggs to dry out before chicks can emerge. Once your chicks hatch, leave them inside the incubator for up to 24 hours. They're absorbing the last of the yolk and they don't need food or water right away. It's safe and warm in there. Only move them to the brooder when they're dry, fluffy, and standing strong. If you're hatching in Florida or another warm climate, if your room stays above 85 degrees, your incubator may not need to work as hard, but still monitor it closely. Don't assume the room temperature alone can support development. Eggs need precise control to hatch properly, no matter how hot it is outside. Everyone wonders about this. What are the odds of getting a perfect hatch? Hatching 12 out of 12 eggs sounds amazing, and yes, it can happen, but realistically, most small backyard incubators average about a 70 to 85% hatch rate. Even experienced hatchers lose a few eggs. It could be fertility issues, temperature spikes, or even genetics. So don't be discouraged if all 12 don't hatch. Even getting 8 or 9 healthy chicks is considered a great success. Each hatch teaches you something, and each round builds your confidence. Last time we incubated 7 eggs and only 1 chick hatched out of those 7. That was rare, but it happens, and most of the time we get an 85% hatch rate. Some of the common mistakes that can ruin a hatch are opening the incubator too much, especially during lockdown. Every time you lift the lid, humidity drops and chicks inside, unpipped eggs can get shrink wrapped. Trusting the built-in thermometer or hydrometer, these are often off by a few degrees or percents, so always use a second digital one at egg level. Skipping egg turning or not turning them evenly. The embryo can stick to one side of the shell, leading to deformities or death, and overcrowding the incubator. It's tempting to fill every slot, but that leads to poor airflow and makes it harder to maintain stable humidity during hatching. Trying to avoid these pitfalls can raise your hatch rate significantly. There are benefits to help hatching your own eggs in an incubator, especially if you're raising a backyard flock like us. You control the genetics, you know the parent stock, you get to choose your breeds and bloodlines, you're not relying on a hatchery shipping process or availability. It's also less stressful for the hens, no need for broody behavior if you're not ready for natural hatching. And it's magical. Watching the process from egg to chick connects you to the life cycle of your flock in a deep personal way. You're not just buying birds, you're bringing them into the world. Plus, it's a great learning experience for kids, families, and even seasoned chicken keepers. Every hatch is a new chapter. The most rewarding part for us is watching the little chicks break through their shell and take their first breath. There's nothing quite like it. It's a reminder of how fragile and yet how determined life can be. So take your time, trust your setup, monitor the conditions closely, and let nature take it from there. Because when those first peeps fill the air, all the patience and care is worth it. Thanks to ExploreSean123 for suggesting this video. We hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.